On slide number 12, we introduce a couple of important concepts that help us to understand the idea of polymorphic relations between different minerals. So we define a phase as a physically distinct portion of the system with homogeneous properties and composition. So if you think about a mineral, they usually have homogeneous optical properties. They have the same color throughout the whole mineral fragment. They have the same other physical properties, and we assume that the composition is also constant. So a single mineral fragment would be an individual phase. We talk about phase changes or phase transitions when we see a discontinuous change of arrangement of atoms transforming one phase or state of matter into another. So an example of phase change would, for example, be melting of water or evaporation of liquid, because it changes the arrangement of atoms, but also a transformation of something like graphite into diamond. The factors that cause and transform and trigger phase transitions are usually changes in thermodynamic conditions, such as changes in pressure or temperature. Polymorphic phase transitions are phase transitions that take us from one solid phase to another solid phase. So a melting, case of melting is a phase transition, but we wouldn't call it a polymorphic phase transition because one of the phases involved is not a solid phase. At the bottom of this page, you see an example of a phase transition which is not a polymorphic phase transition. This is the set of three figures that show a crystal with different colors. You can see that the yellow labels show pressure at which these pictures were taken. So pressure was the factor that was changing. It clearly shows a discontinuous change in physical properties. So a crystal which is first transparent becomes green and then becomes red. But it's not a transformation that changes the arrangement of atoms. So it doesn't fit a polymorphic transition definition. It's a transition that involves change in the spin of the electrons. So we call phase transitions like this electronic phase transitions.